know those days where it's just like doesn't have a part anywhere? I think because I slept on it. I had a hair tie up last night when I was sleeping, and now it just doesn't want to do what it's supposed to. Alright, good enough. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I've been wanting to make this video for a while, and look at the camera, Carissa. And here I am. As you could tell in my last video, I've just been very stressed out. So a couple weeks ago, I came across a yoga studio, and it's fairly new. They have all sorts of stuff. Let me actually pull up their website. Renew Balance, I think is what it's called. Maybe not. Oh, Restore Balance. I tried the kambalyoga, and there's a registered nurse who is actually the founder of this style of yoga. So right now, I think it's only offered here. It's like a weighted blanket styled meditation, I guess you could say. And going into it, I didn't fully know what the class was going to be. I thought it was going to be more along the lines of an actual yoga session. I read what the description was on their website, and it says that they incorporate using weighted blankets, and I just thought in my head, the class is an hour long. So I was thinking that at first we might go through some just like basic normal yoga class poses and that sort of thing, and maybe in like the last half or maybe in the last 10 minutes or something that they would put aside time and include that new style of like relaxation, because most yoga classes usually end with relaxation time or like a reflecting and focus on your breathing, and it wasn't really like that. It was definitely more along the lines of a meditation rather than a yoga class, for sure. I'll read you actually what their website describes it as. It says Stephanie is the girl's name. She created kambalyoga, which is a combination of meditation, yoga nidra, restorative yoga, and Reiki. Her focus is stress reduction and anxiety treatment through yoga, aromatherapy, and meditation. Yoga nidra. I looked that up. I forget what that is. Oh yeah. Sleep meditation? I think. Like a guided meditation? Yeah. So basically that is what it is. The full hour. So when I got there, when I got into the room, they have everything right there, which was really cool. When I signed up for it online, it was $12 for one class, and you don't have to bring anything. You don't have to bring your own yoga mat, nothing. Everything that you need for the class is provided right there. So you're laying there on your mats, and you're listening to the sound of her voice and listening to the instruction and the movement of what she's trying to move the class, or I don't know how to word that. She goes through different breathing exercises and makes you focus on certain physical movements of your body and your thoughts, and in the midst of all of that, she comes around at certain points, and like for one of them, she laid, I think they're like rice-filled bags, but they're like the sleeping masks, and she places that over your eyes. And when you first lay down, you aren't using the weighted blanket. You have your feet propped up on like a cushion stool thing. So you elevate your feet, and I would say 15-20 minutes in is when we started using the blanket, and it was such an experience. It was very emotional. I'm not sure if everybody experiences the class the way that I did, or if that's the goal, because you are just not in an overwhelming way, but you are focused on your thoughts and de-stressing and letting go and relaxing, and those emotions. I don't know if it's a mixture of the music and her voice and the scents that she has in there. Like, you could definitely tell she was diffusing some different types of oils, but it's very therapeutic, and you don't get a workout. There's not much of a workout to it. I think just hearing the word yoga kind of threw me off. I thought it was going to have some sort of actual yoga, in the sense that I picture yoga to be, but I at one point literally was crying. And I mean, nobody is looking at you, you're not focused on anybody else, you're in the room with other people, but it's a very solo experience, and the only person that was able to see that I was crying would be the instructor. And I don't know if she noticed or not, but I kind of felt like, I don't know, like I did not plan for that or expect that to happen. So I definitely left there feeling so just almost like in another dimension. I had coffee with a friend of mine after, and when I met her there, I don't know, I just felt so almost like if you've ever gone for a massage, when you leave there, the tension and stuff just isn't there. It kind of felt like that, but I mean, she wasn't there. There wasn't any of that going on. So it's crazy to think that much of, I guess, the energy that you feel is completely in your head. If you can shift your thoughts and your way of responding and releasing the feelings and the weight that you would have, like, to me it was, you are feeling the weight of the blanket, but in turn it's making you feel lighter. So I thought that was a really cool way to think of it, and I didn't think it was going to have that type of effect on me. I remembered thinking, though, that I wish that I would have allowed myself to just feel the motions and just go with it a little bit more. I don't like not knowing what's gonna happen, and the whole time I was just like, okay, we're doing this now, but what's gonna come after that, and what are we gonna do in 5 minutes, and are we gonna stand up eventually, like what? And so I think trying to block out those thoughts and really just being in the moment I would have benefited from it a little bit more. I was consciously trying to just allow myself to not focus on that and to just really focus on what was happening and just letting it flow. But I do remember having thoughts like that, and so now I think if I went back and did it again, I would feel a little bit more relaxed just in knowing, how the class is going to play out. And I definitely would do it again for sure. Would I do it as often as I do yoga? Nah, probably not. It's a great concept, and I'm just so happy that something like that is out there. It was unlike anything that I've ever tried or I've ever experienced, and if you ever get the chance to try something like this, or hopefully, I don't know what her plans are, but hopefully this style of class can be offered in more places than just locally. So, and then I had looked up kambalyoga because I was like, why that name? Like, what does that even mean? Kambal just translates to blankets. I think it's actually Hindu origin. I don't But anyways, if you ever get the chance to try this kind of yoga out, I highly recommend it. I really, really enjoyed it. And even though I said I cried, I mean, sometimes crying is a good thing. And it is something that you'll be happy that you did, for sure.